Someone close to the guys in Rush explains why there could be some semblance of a Rush reunion coming up next year. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music. Andy Curran toured with Rush, knows the guys really well, and is still in contact, especially with Alex Lifeson and Geddy Lee as well. Of course, we lost Neil Peart a few years ago. Andy, who is a member of the band Coney Hatch, and they're still going, released his first solo album 30 years ago, Whiskey and the Devil, and he's celebrating its 30th anniversary with a new box set. There'll be links to Andy in the description and how you could win a special test pressing package that's connected to Record Store Day, and we'll put the links in the description on how you can apply. Andy also worked for Anthem Records, who happened to be Rush's record label, so he's got an inside view, and I'm not sure if he was trying to tell me something without telling me something in this. Take a listen to the clip. By the way, you had told me last time we chatted that Geddy and Alex would play again, and they have since then. Is that do you think that they will still record anything in the future?
I know that listen, I'm going to answer that two ways. I'm going to say to you, I hope they do. As a Rush fan, I hope those boys do, because I see that there's a lot of race left in both of those horses. Those guys are extremely creative guys. I would be shocked if they didn't do something together. That's maybe the hopeful side of me, but I do know that Geddy is spending a lot of time and has just announced the release of his book, his memoirs. He's got a TV show that he's working on. Alex is an avid golfer, and I think that the boys are enjoying the time away from that very sort of right tour, right record, tour, rinse and repeat. And I think they're enjoying being their own guys with a bit of freedom right now. So I don't think it's imminent, but the interesting thing is the 50th anniversary of Rush is next year. So I think if there is ever going to be a time, John, we might see something happen next year.
Okay, I've gotten a lot of stares when I asked this, especially for the guys, because I'm 63. Most rockers have 10 years on me that I talk to, the older
Yep.
guys, the classic rocker guys.
Mm-hmm.
But when I know them enough, I'll say, "Why are you still alive? How come
Yeah. Well, a couple different things. Growing up in a family of six kids and I think I really was lucky, a pretty well-grounded guy. Never had what I would say an addictive personality. Certain had, like you said, when in Rome, there's most of the activities, the outside activities. Uh, Tried them, but was like, yeah, not really for me. Even like smoking pot, it raunched my voice out. And there was a part of me that went, wait, you got to sing every night. It's why are you smoking? So I had a certain part of my DNA that was like, take care of yourself. You're out there playing shows. I don't think I had an addictive personality. I watched a lot of people abuse drugs and alcohol around me and watched them either pass away or lose their job. So I watched and went, yeah, I got to be very careful with that. But I do feel that, again, growing up and playing a lot of hockey and tennis, especially, I brought my tennis rackets on the road with me, and that's what forged the friendship with Steve Harris when he found out, when we were touring with Iron Maiden, we had our rackets on the road. So I would try to stay active in between, because there's a lot of boredom on the road and there's a lot of downtime. A lot of people don't see that. The traveling, the hotels, the sound check, everything that people don't see is where I feel that if you fall into this addictive, you're bored. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do some more drugs tonight because I'm bored, and I'm going to drink more at it because I'm bored, right? So whenever I could, I brought my sticks and skates on the road, and if we could find an ice pad somewhere. So I still play hockey 3 times a week, John, and I still try to remain active if I can. And
you
it's
play
one of my
hockey 3 times
passions.
a week?
I do, I do, I do, sir.
Good. I still have my goalie equipment back behind this shelf.
Oh,
My
nice, nice. We got it.
Jacques Plante mask, my Fiber Sport
Oh,
mask, my
I love it.
GM10 blocker and catcher. I've still got my Cooper goalie pads. It's crazy, but I
Amazing.
I haven't been on skates in I don't know how long. It's crazy. I saw you put this up. Hold on. Uh there's a joke about oh yeah, this here. Did it. on your Facebook, the
Yes,
contest.
yes,
Tell me about that.
yes. So we wanted to do a couple different things to just draw some attention to it. And we talk about collecting vinyl, and it became apparent to me because I am known to troll eBay and Facebook Marketplace and Kijiji and stuff like that. And I started seeing test pressings and people going, "I've got a test pressing from the April Wine Glance album or something," right? And then you look at it and it's like 500-600 bucks or something, or if it's signed, it's even more. So when I was working with the people at Sing Market who are releasing this record with me, they said, "What do you think about the test pressings? Are you okay to sign them and maybe we'll give them away as a contest?" And as a guy who's trying to purge, not collect more stuff, I said, "Yeah, that's a great idea. Then I won't keep the test pressings," right? So that's what we're doing with Record Store Day. And Record Store Day Canada has been very vocal and supportive that this is one of their favorite records. The guy that runs it is a friend acquaintance of mine. He said, "Andy, that No Tattoos record with License to Love and Let Go, I listened to that thing and I wore my copies out. And can we do something together?" So we did that contest, and then I also got in touch with Fender, and I work quite a lot with them with Geddy Lee. And I said, "Look, I know I'm not Geddy Lee, but I've had a pretty good long career in Canada. What about if we do a giveaway, a Fender bass, and I'll sign the pick guard?" And they were like, "Absolutely," because I started to really use Fender basses at the end of my, after the hiatus. I started really bringing out those are my workhorses, the Fender Precision basses. So we've got two contests going, and one of them is a Willy Wonka golden ticket. If you bought this record, you might actually get your name pulled to win a Fender Precision bass. But the test pressings are fun. I think they're very, and the cool thing about them, if anybody listening to your show doesn't know this, John, I have to approve test pressings. That's the mother. And if it sounds great, then all of the children will sound great. So when you win that test pressing, it's one of one. It's the very first one to come off the pressing plant. So I guess if you're into it, it's collectible. The test pressings are pretty cool.
Remember, the entire interview with Andy Curran is available on our Canadian site. There'll be links at the very top of the description. Whiskey and the Devil is celebrating its 30th anniversary. It's his first solo album after Coney Hatch first broke up. They're back together now. But it did incredibly well, and he's celebrating it. Remember, we have brand new hats available: Rock History Music hats, Rock History Canada hats, and Rock History Book hats. All professional logos. You can buy them via the links in the description. Subscribe to our channel, share our videos, comment. We read all the comments. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.